Hello, we're live. I'm really enjoying doing these live streams. I hope you lot are enjoying watching them. It feels like it's been a while. It's been like a couple of days, but here we are again. Yeah, I'm having a great time with these live streams. I just thought today, just a nice chill live stream. Nothing too fancy. I'm just going to be building a coaster, answering chat questions, discussing a little bit of the news that we've got recently as well, where Frontier announced, was it a couple of days ago, that we'll be getting like more blank trains now moving forward, and like they're going to add some of their models. I'm assuming onto existing rides, and also we're getting like onload and offload stations and a couple of other things. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for the future of this game. I think it's going to have a really positive future, and yeah, I can't wait to see what they're going to bring. Hello, there is a lot of people here. Currently, nearly 90 of you. Hello, everybody. I'm assuming this stream will have a little bit less than our normal viewership, because I'm assuming everyone is playing Planet Coaster 2, which is good. I want you to be playing the game because it's really fun. But today I'm just going to be building a coaster. I don't really know what kind of coaster yet. The thumbnail was look a bit like a Mac Mega, but I'm just going to see what happens, basically. Yeah, this coaster's sort of, I don't know, just a random coaster that we can test out some of the new coaster building features of the game if you haven't used any of them already, and it can be helpful for if you don't have the game yet, so you can see what you get yourself in for and what you can buy. Because I'm really enjoying it, and the coaster builder in this game, fantastic. I'm really loving my time with it. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of build a coaster in the background. You can just join in the chat if you want. It can be nice and chill. Nothing too exciting going on. I just thought we'd have a nice kind of chill stream on this Wednesday night, because it is launch day. Planet Coaster 2 is actually out now, which is pretty crazy. I'm hoping you're all enjoying it, because I've absolutely loved my time with this game. It's been really fun, and I really can't wait to see what amazing things you're all going to be building very soon, I hope. Who's in the chat? There's a lot of people. How am I? I'm very good. How are you? I've had quite a long, busy day at work, so it's been nice to come back and just play a little bit of Planet Coaster, you know. I am working away quite steadily on the next mini park series that I mentioned in my launch day video. That is in progress. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten about it. It's just taken a bit of a while because I'm very busy at actual work, and uni work is building up fast as well. So yeah, it's taken a little while longer than I would have hoped, but no, it's coming, don't worry. I haven't forgotten about the series. It's actually really nice. I'm enjoying building what I have built so far. I posted a photo about 10 minutes ago to my channel members, and they all seem to like what is going on. I've just started to put in the park's first coaster, which is a B&M surf coaster, so that should be really fun to be able to build all these new coaster models that are in the game. I'm very excited by all these cool opportunities that we've now got. I am going to go for a lift hill, I think, with this. Basically the brief I've only just now given myself is going to be like Baby Hyperia sort of thing. Like I said, it's going to be just a chill stream, nothing too extreme. How tall do we go with this? Now we'll go a little bit higher. I'll try and keep up with the chat. Yo, hi Corvus, hello. Antonio says, yo, is there any chance you can get Planet Coaster for free? I doubt it. I haven't seen them doing any more giveaways, but it'd be cool if they do. I think they did a giveaway, was it a couple of weeks ago, with like Dippin' Dots or something? They did a really interesting giveaway. And then I think didn't they do one with Nvidia as well? I can't remember. I think I'll level it out about there. I had a thunderstorm in game and I can't stop it, says Dan. Yeah, I had that earlier while I was building, because I can't remember that I mentioned that my next park series is. Oh, the track limits are annoying me. The next park series is, and see if I need to turn these off. My next park series is me using time lapse. Where is? Oh, I swear there's a setting to change something about track limits. Yeah, my next park series is going to be slightly time-lapse, which, as you will all know, extend track limits. I have it on and I can't build down from there. That's interesting. I don't know, I think it's because I'm using 4 meter. If I move it to 6 meter... Yeah, there we go. Okay, that's a bit odd. Yeah, so the next park series, mini park series, should I say, it's only going to be a couple of episodes. I just want to explore loads of different aspects of the game, but it is going to be time-lapse, and as you will probably all know, I don't like time-lapse. Over the past couple of park series, I made that very clear that I just find it very stressful while building in time-lapse, and you can tell in this series that I've found it very stressful too, so yeah. It's been fun getting to learn the game, but yeah, while I was... completely sidetracked. While I was building earlier in that park, yeah, I had like a really big thunderstorm in the park, and I just couldn't get rid of it, and it was very annoying. I do wish you would be able to control weather at some point. That would be really nice to be able to do. I don't know whether you could actually do that in Zoo or not, like completely be able to freely control the weather. I've never played Zoo, so I don't know. But yeah, if we could control it and have our own say of the weather, that would be really nice. Because there's a couple of parts of like the weather that I don't mind if it's like the wind and stuff, but if it's like complete storm, then it can get quite annoying. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see if we can change aspects of the weather in the future. I need to keep up with the chat. I'm very sorry. There's a lot of people in today. Do you think you could make either the Outermax Multiverse Drive Tire Lift Coaster or the Vector Rotating Coaster? I have made a video on one of those, the Drive Tire Lift one, and I do intend to do a video on the Vector Rotating Coaster soon, because I think that could be a really fun model to be able to use. So yeah, definitely keep an eye out for that, because that will be on its way relatively shortly. It depends how much I get done over the next couple of weeks, because I'm going to be quite busy with uni. I love this feature, by the way. So this was basically how we moved track from side to side in Planet Coaster 1, but that's on what's called relative. You can put it on world, and it like, it's a really bad example of it, but it like moves the track and keeps the profiling at the same time. I don't really know how they've managed to do that, but it's a really cool feature that I love. Try and angle it a bit. It's going to be a little bit steeper than Hyperia's drop in the exit of it. I mean, yeah, sort of like that. Besides the thunderstorms, I've been experimenting with water parks and stuff. I've got 3 Flume Complex so far. Yeah, I need to have a good go with the water park stuff. They do look really fun. The park series that I was just on about is going to have a water park episode, so I'll probably experiment with it a little bit in there. But yeah, the water park does stuff, it does look fun. I have to admit, the coasters are still going to be like my main thing of the game. I'm playing this game for the coasters. It's called Planet Coaster. Like, that's my main thing, but the slides do look quite cool, and that banking isn't actually that bad for a first try, you know? But that is the main thing I'm getting from this game. The ease and like speed of building coasters is crazy. Like, it's just so much faster to do things. Like profiling, right, they need to turn off track limits. I'm getting annoyed now. But yeah, like the quickness, the speed, that's the same thing. Of which you can, it's still exceeding track limits, of which you can like build stuff as now is absolutely crazy, and I love it. I don't know where we're going to go after this. I'm probably only going to do the stream for about an hour. So, does anyone else have blurry graphics? I will show you exactly how to fix that, because it was annoying me as well. If you go into the settings and go under graphics, no, display, there we go. And at the bottom, you've got motion blur, turn it off, that'll be the main thing. And then depth of field, turn that off too. I'll show you what it's like with them on. I don't like either of them. Basically, depth of field, yeah, you can tell already. Depth of field basically focuses on the thing that's mainly in the center of your screen, which can be really nice for cinematic shots. But motion blur just, yeah, I don't like it. It makes the game feel very like it's got some sort of filter on it in a way, which I suppose is exactly what it is, but no, I don't like it. I just prefer to get the just normal, authentic smoothness experience as opposed to like one that's emulated, if that makes more sense. Put a carrot roll in it. That is a good point. Do we put a carrot roll in it? If my PC handles Planet Coaster 1, will it be able to handle this game? I say so. My setup hasn't changed at all since Planet Coaster 1, or at least the last couple of videos. And what frames am I getting now? I've just turned my FPS counter on and wait for it to kick in. It's not showing me FPS. There we go. I'm getting 100 frames. Like, granted, there's very little in the map, but like, yeah, I'm getting much better performance already in this game. But I do think a large amount of that is down to TMTK, because TMTK had quite a big impact on performance. So the fact that TMTK is not in the game now, I'm kind of fine with, to be honest. Like, there's a lot of things that Frontier have added that basically are like TMTK, so yeah, I'm fine with that. But it runs really nicely. I've only ever had one crash, and it was coincidentally on my last ever stream. So in the last stream I did, it had a crash, which was so funny. You can't make that up. Is the pathing tool? Yeah, the pathing tool is incredible. I agree. Am I the only one struggling with controls? Planet Coaster 1 was a lot more user-friendly. I can't disagree. There is a couple of controls that have changed, like P and spacebar swapped around for some reason. So on PC in Planet Coaster 1 you press P to pause, which now mine does because I've remapped it, and spacebar was the angle snap thing, but they changed it for some reason. So yeah, I just changed that back. But yeah, there are a couple of controls that have changed. It's definitely worth going into the control and menu thing in the settings to check on those. Where am I going with this layout? I'm getting 160 FPS on the Ultra preset. Nice, good. How many hours of gameplay have you already got? We did get told to put our what's it called? Our Steam and Discord into offline mode during the early access, obviously, so people couldn't see that we were playing it. So for about the last 2 weeks, my game has been in like obviously, what's it called? Like, so you can't see what I'm playing on Steam. So I'm just trying to work out how that's going to spin around. Yeah, this way. So yeah, it doesn't appear on the Steam Workshop, but I'd probably say I have about maybe 20 hours in with it so far. I know a lot of creators will have a lot more hours in it, but I've just been working a lot recently, so I haven't really had a lot of time to make videos and play with the game, unfortunately. But hopefully that'll be changing soon, because work should be dying down a bit for Christmas, and that should hopefully make things a lot easier for making more content over Christmas, which will be really nice. And I might do a couple more live streams as well, because you seem to be all really liking those. I don't really know where this coaster's going. We'll find out. Actually, do we bring it into sort of like a sideways stall here? Motion blur is literally like smearing the screen. It is. It's like you rub like Vaseline all over it. Yeah, I really don't like the motion blur, but you can turn it off, which is good. I'd be a lot more angry. Well, I just would be angry in general if you couldn't turn it off, but you can turn it off, so it's fine. I did tell you this stream's going to be quite chill. I'm trying to keep the commentary going a bit, but this is like peak concentration. I don't really like building so much on camera, which is why I mentioned earlier I don't like doing time-lapse that much, because I just feel like I'm concentrating on other things instead of what I'm building. And I'm going to concentrate on what I'm building too much, I barely talk. So. Yeah, I mean, basically in this video I'm just going to be building like a thrill coaster that you can add into your parks if you want to. That's sort of what I'm going for. Stop making everything Hyperion. I can't help it. It's a good ride. I know a lot of people have been making Hyperion like recreations and stuff. I know that was Digital Dan's like first thing that they made in the game, which I can completely understand. Hyperion is an incredible coaster. I absolutely love it. I did get some nice rides on it the other night, which was on Sunday, because it was the last day of what's it called? Words, you know them, the things that you speak. The last day of Fright Nights. So I did get quite a few nice rides on it, and one night ride too, which was good. The vlog for that will be out very shortly. Same with the Alton Towers one for Scarefest, which I did do. The vlog for that is already out for channel members and will be out probably over the next couple of days for you all. I got some great Nemesis night rides. It was absolutely flying. Like, I think it's because it had been running all day on one train at reduced capacity, and it was just absolutely hauling around. It was amazing to get back on Nemesis. That looks very weird. but I kind of like it. There we go. You're downloading the game right now. Awesome. So that's why your account was set to private. Yes, that was why. I did wonder, like, I know we were told to set our accounts to private, but pretty much every Planet Coaster YouTuber would have had the Steam account on private, and obviously most of us weren't making videos during that time as well, so I know they were trying to hide it, but it must have appeared pretty obvious what we were all doing. It's like, yeah, they've definitely got early access. They're all really, really busy. There we go, that's not too bad. Tips on making a realistic coaster. I will be making a full tutorial on that soon, so don't worry, but my main piece of advice I can give, like the most important piece, I would definitely say to I'm not great with words this evening, am I? To look at reference photos and stuff. Reference photos will be really helpful. Like, it helps me, especially when I was like doing Deadwood Dale, to watch like vlogs and stuff of the types of parks and coasters that I was going to be making. Not only to see like the actual ride, like POVs and like off-ride footage, but also I found it really helpful to like find out what that vlogger was saying about it. Like, because when they were talking about this, saying like, oh, you get a lot of airtime here, or I really liked this part of it, you can think, oh, well, if they really like that part of it, that must be like one of the most important parts of the ride, so I could do that in mine. So yeah, that's sort of the thing I do for like getting inspiration and tips for just making stuff in general, is to like consume as much like precedent and examples of it as you can to really get you interested and like have a good understanding of what you're trying to make, basically. I'm very terrible at explaining things. It's the absolute mad content grind I've been on recently. That'll be why I'm the brain rot's kicking in. I'd say, of the like week and a half that I had early access, I'd say most nights I was up until maybe like 1:30 editing, just so I could get all of the videos out. I don't know where this element's going to go. Should we have a little bit of a ride first while I have a think? If you've got any ideas, do suggest them in the chat, because I'm struggling a tiny bit as to what to do with this next element. Okay, I'm going to bring this in a little bit more, if it lets me. It's struggling a bit, isn't it? There we go. That doesn't look too bad. And then what's the dispatch speed on? I need to catch up with the chat, I'm very sorry. What's your favourite cheese? I'm hoping you know. I can't have cheese. Well, I've got my own lactose-free cheese, but I'm lactose intolerant, so none of them. What's your favourite way to cook carrots? Very specific question. I don't know. Boiled carrots? I don't know. They're a bit basic, aren't they? I don't know. If you put like spices on them and like roast them, they're normally quite nice. Does this coaster have special features? No, it's basically the exact same as it was in Planet Coaster 1. So you've got like normal track, lift hill, drive tyres, launched hold section, trim brakes, magnetic brakes, and a block section. Yeah, so it doesn't really have any of the new coaster features like drop tracks and tilt tracks and stuff, but I do hope that we get some more stuff like that added to like coasters like this, because I think the elements could probably be quite easily reskinned and ported over. It's riding quite well. I don't know what the forces would be doing. It wasn't too bad at the bottom of there. Oh, that was a little bit like 5Gs. Well, have a ride, see what it's like. I'll leave my frame rate thing on the bottom as well, so we can see what kind of frame rates we're getting. Sadly, no custom supports yet. There's no proper ones yet. There's log flume custom supports, but yeah, no proper custom supports just yet. I think he's building Hyperia, chat. I mean, yeah. It's similar to Hyperia, it's not completely the same. Is there a reason why you use angle snap? I don't use it all the time. I use it when I'm like trying to flatten out certain bits. That wasn't very well profiled. Just so I can like make sure that the angles are exactly how I want them. But yeah, I don't use it all the time. Oh, zero cargo stuck. Yeah, don't use angle snap all the time, because yeah, you can use it a little bit too much. But like I've said, I don't use it all the time. Which I'm now going to turn it off actually, because this won't angle the way I want it to. I think I will just do like another quick smoothing pass of the whole thing. Yeah, it's not like in this spot, is it? There's something to do with the track limits that it's just not happy with. I think I might change the way this works as well. Like I said, there's no real plan for this stream. It's just building random things and seeing what happens. Actually, do we do like a really cool inversion here? That could be quite nice. Like a downwards inversion? That could be interesting. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. What are you all building so far? I've seen a lot of activity in the Discord. I have the Planet Coaster 2 chat open by the side of me on my second monitor. But there's a lot of people been building some really cool things already, especially the themed trains. I've been seeing a lot of those, like the attachable scenery. People have been building some really cool things. What is this inversion doing? It's coming the wrong way, isn't it? Yeah, I'm definitely going to be experimenting with that feature in my next couple of park series, is like making the trains really nice and themed in, because especially when you go to like a lot of these like very highly themed European parks like Phantasialand and stuff, and like Alton Towers to a degree as well, but like all of their trains are like really nicely themed in, so I definitely want to do that in some of my park series. The trains are like just as much a themed part of the whole experience as well as like the theming and the station and everything. I think that's really cool. Where is this layout going? I do want to try and keep it relatively compact. That's quite cool. I like that. Where do we go from here? I think I'll rise it up into some sort of dive loop. Oh, because I don't really want to make it too long. That's the only problem. Like, I quite like keeping it in a relatively small area. But if you haven't already, I did do a full video where... what was the video about? The video was about some... oh, it was the giveaway, wasn't it, when I gave away those copies of Planet Coaster. But there are, after this mini-series that I'm currently doing at the moment, there are 2 park series that I'll be running simultaneously on the channel, which should be really fun. I've put quite a lot of time already into these just with planning, but like the actual series themselves should be really fun. One of them is going to be like quite a detailed like mega park with just loads and loads of coasters, like I mentioned in that video before, and then the other one is going to be like a really highly themed, like not really a mini park, more of like a themed area mini series. That's basically what I'm going for. And this themed area is going to be like, well, yeah, highly themed. And yeah, it's going to contain some really nice coasters, some really nice theming, but most importantly, it's going to be like incredibly immersive, and I really want to be putting a lot more effort into my theming than I have been over my past couple of park series. I know Deadwood Dale was like my most themed one yet, but I really want to be doing like some really nice themed facades and themed stations and everything, and the ride areas to be like interacting with theming and all sorts. Just, yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I think it will be a very cool series to do. I think it'll be really nice. Like I said, I've put a lot of effort into so far planning the actual theming of this theme park and the all the different coasters that are going to be in the amusement park, so it should be really fun. I'm really looking forward to starting both of those. And like my Deadwood Dale Park series as well, these episodes are just going to be releasing whenever they're finished. So there won't be too long of a gap in between episodes, hopefully, but there'll be a lot of content going on the channel obviously at once. And at the same time, it's not just going to be those park series, there'll be loads of vlogs coming in the new year. There's going to be a lot of what's the word, like just coaster builds and tutorials as well, because I know those always seem to do really well on the channel, especially the tutorials, which is great because that means that they're helping you do a lot of things. So I will probably remaster quite a few of my tutorials from Planet Coaster 1 too, because obviously they're now going to be different features in this game that will make those tutorials a little bit irrelevant now, so I do want to improve those and get some nice updated tutorials out as well. At this point, I think in the layout, I'm just kind of gonna do a couple of like low to the ground elements like we've got here, some nice intense moments, and I do want to get it sort of in the direction of going back to the station. But at the moment, I'm quite happy with how it looks. It's definitely a very interesting looking coaster. It's got some very weird elements on it, but that's fine. I'm only building it just kind of to mess around and not take too seriously. It's more just a general chat about all the cool things that are coming over the next couple of months on the channel. I do think next year as well is going to be like my biggest year for content. Like obviously this year has been absolutely crazy. I can't remember how many subscribers I started off the year with, but it's been absolutely mental. Like Planet Coaster 2, especially all of the early access videos, but all the videos where we're like looking at different aspects of the game and all the breakdowns and stuff and the deep dives, they've really helped to get my channel out there and get it noticed, which has been fantastic. Just seeing loads of new faces around as well, and especially with how active the Planet Coaster community's been at the moment, it's been really cool to just see my channel grow, and I literally only have you guys to thank, which has been amazing. So thank you so much for that. Especially over the past couple of weeks, I've really just been completely mind blown by how it's all going. I really don't like that element that I've just made. Not a fan. Have you ever done a dive stall? Yeah, I think I've done one on a coaster before. I do really like those. Really much like the one on Hyperia, actually. What's going on in the chat? Everyone's building the multi-dimensional coaster. Yeah, I can see why. It's a very nice coaster. I had a great time with it. Are there any DLCs yet? Not announced yet. I might make a video on that too, talking through like a couple of the DLCs that I think could be coming to the game and stuff. Why does Planet Coaster 2 have to release on a weekday? I did think that. They have chosen quite an odd day to release it. But it was the same with the like the content drops that us creators got to do as well. The actual days that they chose for that were a little bit interesting too. So how do I might just turn it round so it sort of inverts on itself and goes back down here maybe. Like I said, there's not really much planning going into this layout. I would normally plan my layouts a lot more, but like when I'm building it live, I am conscious of time and don't really want to take up too much of it. I don't know how much speed it has here as well. I'm assuming quite a bit. Yeah, it's a bit too sharp. I also don't really like building coasters in a completely blank field, so I don't know why I've done this to myself. That is one thing that I would say would definitely make your coasters a lot more unique, is when you're building these rides, try not to build them in a field like I'm literally doing right now. When I'm building parks and stuff, I like to put in a lot of scenery first, which is pretty much why I did the template map for Deadwood Dale. I built that purely because I wanted the coasters to have some sort of scenery to interact with, and it basically means that the coasters are going to be a lot more exciting because they're interacting with something that is like natural, like scenery, and it basically means that so that you're not building them on a completely blank field like this. It means your coasters aren't going to be they need some sort of context, is basically what I'm saying. Something to like be affected by. So say if you don't really know where the layout's going, which is the position I'm in at the moment, you can kind of see, like say, oh, there's a hill there, so maybe I could get the coasters to go up the side of the hill or something like that. Neil, 5 gifted memberships. Again, I swear you do this like every stream. Thank you so much. Really, really kind of you. Loads of new channel members coming in now. Absolutely crazy, thank you so much. I really don't know what I'm doing with this coaster. Oh, thank you so much for that. Your support is always appreciated. Dan is saying, why is it still raining? I'm surprised it hasn't started raining yet for me in this game. Where are we at the moment? It's forecast sun the whole time. I'm having a great day in my map. You are not having a good day in yours. It's raining a lot for you. Oh, come on, track limits. The track limits are going to get a little bit annoying. We really need some way to disable these things. Oh. Yeah, I don't know where this is going. Like I did last time, we'll do a bit of a smoothie spoon while I think. And I'll try to keep up with the chat. OG Nemesis closed 2 years ago today. Wow, that is mad. A lot's changed in Towers at 2 years then. Wow. Yeah, I absolutely love the new Nemesis Reborn. You'll see in my vlog that'll come out at some point this week. I had some great night rides on it this season. It's a fantastic coaster. I'm completely in love with it. And there we go. That might be a little bit too smooth. Let's see how the train deals with this inversion here. Oh, it wasn't that bad. Some of the profile was a little bit off. Thank you again for the donating memberships. Really appreciate that. Support is always insane. There we go. I probably want to bring this up a little bit as well. And I can run smooth and pass back through it again. I would have normally built this in 4 meters, but like I said earlier, just for timing. That would be another top tip that I have as well. While I'm here doing all my top tips, definitely start your parks and coasters small if it's like your first time doing them. That would be my best advice, because it just means you can spend a lot more time with things like profiling, really master how that works, and just get a better understanding of the game in general, which should really help you moving forward. So it comes around here into a lovely airtime hill, which is not straight in the slightest. What's happened here? It just started going off on the wonk. There we go. Actually, do I bring it into like a nice low to the ground turn? I need something to turn it around here, and I currently don't know what that is. Like this is a like I can bring this up, but then it's how I bring this up and turn it around at the same time. Oh, that kind of works. I just don't know how much speed it's going to have at this point, and whether that'll try and kill everyone on the train because of how fast it's going to be. Oh, that's not too bad actually. I only need to make that a little bit bigger for that to be passable. There we go. It's nice to see so many creators starting park series too. Like, I'm starting my mini park series, which isn't really going to be so much of a mini park. Like, it's probably going to be more of an example of what my themed area series will be like. But yeah, I didn't want to jump into a park series straight away. I really wanted to learn all the new aspects of the game first before I jumped in, because I did feel like if I just did a park series straight away, it'd be probably not my best work, because I want to get to grips with the game a bit first. But at the same time, I didn't want to just like rush it either, to be like, I don't know, for the park series to, like, I don't know, suffer in quality. I'm not saying that other creators have definitely done that, because they haven't. I'm really enjoying a lot of the new park series coming out soon, and it seems like a lot of people have got to grips with all of the new elements and stuff in the game so far really quickly, which is good. But obviously I haven't been able to play this game absolutely loads just yet, so I really wanted to take my time with it, really start like building the coasters and stuff and the theming and the parks at sort of my own pace once I have a better understanding of the game. And like timeline wise, I'm expecting the first episodes for each to be out maybe around, I don't want to put a date on it, maybe sometime around the end of this month, maybe December. I don't want to put a time on it, because currently I really don't know. Life's quite busy at the moment with uni work and actual work. Because I'm doing an apprenticeship, if you didn't already know. That might be a little bit too quick there. Should we put a trim on it? Joking. But yeah, it's been quite busy, so I haven't had so much time to build, which has been a little bit unfortunate. The game kind of came out at like the busiest time for me, but we'll get there. We'll definitely get there. What's the chat saying? I've looked away for about 4 seconds. Digital Dan's here. Hello. How are you doing? I absolutely loved your 13 episodes that have come out over the past couple of days. Your recreation stuff's always great, but it's great to see that you're experimenting with quite a, I'd say, underrated coaster. I love 13. I got a night ride on it at Scarefest the other week, last week. Yeah, never got a night ride on it before, and I thought it was really cool. So yeah, I'm glad you're bringing some attention to that ride. I love that bit. What's everybody else saying? Why is the camera button greyed out on my Flume? I don't know. Right, there are a couple of glitches, like a couple of bugs going on, which you can expect, it's a new game, but I have confidence that Frontier will like start patching stuff. I mean, they already have. During our early access event, we already had a patch during that. So yeah, I'm assuming that quite a few things will be ironed out, like especially in that update they were talking about, with the like lesser themed trains and the onload and offload stations. There's a lot coming for this game, and I think it does have a bright future. Even if the launch has been, I know people have found it a little bit underwhelming. I personally haven't. If you think back to Planet Coaster 1's launch, this game already has so many more features and coasters and scenery pieces that Planet Coaster 1 had in its launch, so I think we are having a very good launch for this game, but I can't help but be excited about all of the new things that are going to be coming in the future too. It'll be great. I love Deadwood Dale build. I can't read, I'm sorry. I love your Deadwood Dale build, and the coasters were just amazing. Thank you so much. Deadwood Dale was such a fun project. I love that park. It came at the perfect time where I really wanted like a complete passion project to just throw everything into. And then when I found out that it was going to be my last thing in Planet Coaster 1, I just knew that it had to be extra special. And yeah, I had fun with Deadwood Dale, it was good. And I got to build some really interesting coasters as well, ones that I'd never really built before. A lot like the Lethal Weapon Pursuit Cop Car Chase kind of recreation, remaster thing that I did as well. I think that was my favourite part of that park series. I loved making that ride, it was so fun. Oh, look at that profiling. Yeah, it was really fun making that. And yeah, I would like to do a lot more things like that in Planet Coaster 2 as well, like recreating and like remastering defunct rides and stuff. I really like doing that, it was quite interesting. I don't really like doing normal recreations of just normal coasters, because as we are aware, since Digital Dan is here, there are quite a few more people that are far more capable at doing that sort of stuff than me. So I do want to kind of leave that stuff to the pros who do a way better job at it, and just do my own thing. Are there any competitions planned for Planet Coaster 2? Yes, there are. I was actually writing the script for the announcement video for my first Planet Coaster 2 competition last night. So you'll have to keep an eye out for that coming soon, because I'm really excited about my first ever Planet Coaster 2 competition. It should be really fun. Got some really nice things planned for that. This coaster is kind of having moments of, oh, I'm really happy with this, and then this is a complete mess. We're getting there, It's nearly finished. How far are we? We're 40 minutes in. I do want to bring it to some sort of a close. Oh, people are putting some nice stuff in my Discord. Corvus is watching. I am. I've got the Planet Coaster 2 channel in my Discord server open currently to see what everyone's building. Building some nice things. There's a lot of themed trains that are being built, which is cool. Loving all those. Are we gonna get a new gen Intamin Blitz? I really hope so. Words. I do. I think that was probably the only thing I was slightly disappointed at this game's launch. Like just that one thing of that, I was really expecting us to get an Intamin Blitz. Yeah, and I'm slightly disappointed that we haven't got one yet. But I am also hoping, edit mode, I am also hoping that that means that we'll be getting one soon, and if it's taking a bit longer, I do hope that that means that like it's taking longer for a reason, and that they're putting a lot of effort into making it right, because I can't imagine how difficult to code like an actual fast moving switch track will be. I'd imagine that'd be so difficult. I wouldn't even know where to begin. So yeah, I can understand if it's taking them a while, because I bet it probably will. It does look like quite a hard element to get into the game, but I do hope that if it's taking this long to like build this element, that it's going to be good. And when this Intamin Blitz does eventually come to Planet Coaster, if it is, which I really hope it is, it's going to be like a perfect coaster and just work. So yeah, if they're taking a bit longer with it, completely fine by me. I might just been going crazy while trying to remember all the buttons to press while building and smoothing. I know, there are quite a few changes. The main thing that I can't get my head around is edit I construction mode. I just don't get it. Edit mode is like well, okay, so if you press escape, edit mode is where you can go like and alter the track profiling and smoothing and stuff. Then to go into construction mode, that's where you build the track. I just can't get my head around it, especially because it separates the menus of like banking offsets and stuff, and then, well, actually no, banking offset appears in both for some reason, but smoothing appears in one. I don't know, I don't get it. That's just, yeah, the UI is a little bit of a problem. Yeah, a couple of people agreeing with me. I'm expecting changes for the UI. I don't think it'll be like this forever, but there's going to be stuff that we are just going to have to like learn and get around, which is fine. You'd expect that with a new game. But overall, the Coaster Builder is solid. Like, they've put a lot of effort into improving all the features in it, which I really like and definitely appreciate. Because I was a little bit worried towards the start when they were announcing Planet Coaster 2, and it was like, oh, like the Coaster Builder, it felt like it had been put aside a little bit, if I'm honest. I know obviously all the water slides and stuff are brand new, so I can completely understand why they would do that. Because the water slides, like the new feature, the more marketable feature, aren't they? Like, we've got water slides in the game now, so I can understand why they weren't showing off a lot of coaster stuff straight away. But it's called Planet Coaster, and I'm really happy that the coasters are still the main part of the game, and you can tell they've put a lot of effort into, like, even this coaster, there's nothing new really with it. It's a Planet Coaster 1 coaster, but the fact that they've put in all this effort to make it that much more better than it was before is really appreciated. And we are just about to end the coaster now too. Thinking we'll have a block section about here, which should be flat. Actually, I think what it is, flat. I can't remember how big this train was, to be honest. She did 2 of 7. That seems about right. Breaks up a little bit. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep it with the chat. There's a lot of people in today, 211 people, that is crazy. I'll probably do about 15 minutes more. Can you please show your graphics settings? Yeah, I can do. I've left them pretty much as default, because I think they were just automatically set to Ultra. I'm assuming they like analyze your system, so yeah, they're on Ultra at the moment. I've got anti-aliasing just on whatever default I did put it on. I haven't got DLSS on or anything, because at the moment I don't really feel like I need it. So that's all grayed out. That's on high, very high. I think everything's just on as high as it can go, which is great. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that it runs like this now. Obviously, I will probably expect that I need to adjust some parts for when I do like more intense park builds that feature like more creations and stuff, and especially the higher piece count. I'm interested to see how that impacts it, but I guess we'll find out. We're not going to know until we start building this stuff. I'm going to put a catwalk on here as well. I quite like the new, like the node thing of like dragging the node to select the track pieces. I like that when that works. And I do wish how in Planet Coaster 2 on the the Copperhead Strike model, the one from, is it Carowinds? How you could change what side the catwalk was on. I don't know whether that was a mod thing or whether that was an actual in-game thing, but having that in this would be quite nice. Let me try and get the coaster back to the station now. Really getting these last, I know I say it a lot, but these last cheetah hunt turns in. I feel like ending a coaster is probably one of the hardest parts, because like you want it to have a good ending, but at the same time, it's quite difficult to like know how to end it. Not like that. What is the profile doing there? There we go. Yeah, the coaster builder's got a few aspects that'll take a bit of learning, but it's fine because it just means I get to play the game more. Let's see how that works. I mean, it does look like it's speeding quite fast at the moment, but that's sort of the exit of the turns, and the turns being a bit wider and it snakes into the brakes. It's still got a lot of speed here, hasn't it? It's going really quick there. I might add a trim, you know, just to really annoy everybody. I might add a trim. Oh, I can't because the track's not even straight. This is what happens when I try to add a trim. Even the game doesn't want. Even the game doesn't want me to add one. There we go. Some sort of little trim break across there. I don't want it to kill the pacing of the ride, but at the same time, I don't want it to, yeah, be a bit too much for the actual coaster itself, because at the moment it is flying around. What are we all thinking of the new game just in general? Are we all pretty excited about it, pretty happy with it? I'm really happy with it. Like when I started doing Planet Coaster, I just never expected that a sequel would ever happen, really. So now that it has, it's really amazing. I'm so happy that this game exists. I'm, like I said, very excited for the future of it as well, because I'm expecting a lot more content, a lot more like, just, I don't know, a lot more exciting things are going to come with this game. Because I wouldn't say Planet Coaster 1 was particularly getting stale, because, oh, where are you going? I would say that Planet Coaster 1 was getting stale, but it was definitely, you could tell it was reaching the end of its life in a way. It was being kept alive very much by the community, which was great, and I know that we'll do that with this game as well. Like, we'll keep it alive for a long time. But yeah, like the actual game itself, especially for me when making park series, I was really struggling to make newer ride models because obviously they weren't in the game, and at the same time it felt like I was getting to a point where I'd used most of the scenery, and it's like I don't really know in terms of how I could theme any more parks any differently. Like, I know Deadwood Dale was like a really themed Western park, but it was also like my, I was going to say second, but really more third Western park if you've seen my like end of Planet Coaster 1 recap video. So it was kind of getting to the point where it was like a second game would be really nice now. Like I would have kept going with Planet Coaster 1 anyway, but I'm so glad that this game now exists. Hopefully this coaster isn't speeding. Rollback, yes, it was a rollback. It did roll back. That is a nice mess of track. All those in Fearless Valley, it's valid. Should we give it a ride? I don't. Are these trims or are the launch? Oh, it's launch section hold. That's why. Why is there two of these? Oh no, they just have the same icon. Oh, maybe is it just too slow? Target speed. Okay, we can turn the deceleration rate. I don't really understand why that's in feet per second, because if I go into my settings, where's like the game settings? Yeah, I've got them on miles per hour in meters, but for some reason it's giving me it in feet per second. That's quite odd. I don't know. Should we take a ride? I'm interested to see how this runs. We haven't done a POV yet, so we'll see how it goes. I'm assuming I will probably need to smooth it a little bit more. Has the Vekoma only really got 2 cars per train? It does. Yeah, unfortunately at the moment it does. I'm expecting this to change though. It does really feel like it's just either an overlooked feature or something that they just haven't added yet. So I'm expecting that to change pretty soon, which should be good. I'm assuming there'll be quite a big update at some point soon, so that should fix quite a few issues a couple of us are having, but in general I'm really enjoying the game and I'm not having really any major issues with it. Yeah, there's definitely some profiling bits that need to sort out on here, but all in all it's not that bad of a coaster, you know. Oh, that was nice and smooth. That was not. Oh, it is running a little bit slow now. I need to turn down those brakes a little bit. It's still got some decent speed, but it is a little bit slow. You can definitely tell it's slowed down. There's kind of like that, it's a little bit of a wobble, like anticipation thing on this camera. I'm trying to track you onto this. That wasn't too bad. Especially for like quite a quick build. I haven't really spent too much time with this coaster, but if I put this smoothing up a bit, I'm just going to do a very quick pass of the entire track. And with track limits exceeded again. It's annoying you can't smooth over elements as well. You could in Planet Coaster 1. There we go, very quick speedy speed pass. It's a bit wobbly, yeah it is. We'll probably try a different rider cam. My favourite rider cam to do actually is, if you go into, where is it? Not chase, not orbit, guest facing, there we go. Put it on the back row. And if you swivel around like this, you almost get like, it's sort of like a even more back row, but because you zoomed out a bit, you get a bit of a higher like field of view, which would be nice if we could change that in game, especially for the cameras. Imagine if you could have like a GoPro set in front of the cameras, that could be really cool. There we go, that's quite a bit smooth. The bottom that drop still is really smooth. Wow, that was really good. Open to the dive loop. Nice bit of hand turn into the exit, but it's not straight, so the thunderstorm's finally over, yay! Good for you, Dan. Yeah, I do wish we could change the weather manually, that would be nice. It's got a bit of DC rivalry about this coaster, hasn't it? Because it's quite long. Yeah, there's a couple more like overranks to finish it, like a snake pass and everything. There we go. So I will turn on supports, I think probably for most of it. Obviously we can't do custom supports yet, so I want to see how... Yeah, it's going to struggle with some of these supports, isn't it? I'll do supports for the entire thing and then we can edit the ones that look a bit silly. There we go. And then track supports. Yeah, the supports, the actual in-game supports look quite nice. I might have to dig out a little bit of this bit. Use a terrain tool. Yeah, I'm really hoping you've enjoyed the videos that are currently on the channel though, of like early access features with Planet Coaster 2, and those videos are really fun to make. So if you've definitely got any suggestions for videos, don't hesitate to comment them. But yeah, that entire element there is unsupported. Oh well, yeah, definitely don't hesitate to comment suggestions if you've got them, because I'm always open to suggestions. And I always do reply to comments as well, and I felt very bad recently because there are so many comments over the most recent videos that I just haven't responded to yet. I'm getting through them, I promise, it's just taking a while. I think the other day, when I was looking through the comments, I had like something insane, like 200 comments to get through. I was like, there is no chance I'm going to get through all of these anytime soon. But I've been slowly working my way through them, it's just been taking a while. We'll get there eventually. I'm going to do the compacted dirt, turn the intensity and the hardness down, and I'm going to do around some portions of the track where the supports are. You see this quite a bit on coasters where the sunlight can't get to the grass underneath because of where the track is. Just makes your ride area look a little bit more realistic as well. I hope you've all enjoyed this nice chill stream. Like I said, it wasn't going to be anything too major, just having a nice chat, testing out some features, and I just wanted to celebrate launch day really. I hope you've all had a very nice launch day of Planet Coaster and you've been playing quite a lot if you own the game. And I hope kind of my videos like this have convinced you to buy the game, because I know there's quite a few people who have said that they're not completely convinced yet, which is fair enough, the game's still quite young. But I do have confidence in Frontier that they are going to fix the issues that we have with it so far, and then add a lot more exciting content in the future as well. I think the reason why it's so jolty at the bottom of here is because it's going beyond the track limits and I can't smooth certain parts of it. I think that's what's wrong with it. Because even if I put the smoothness on like 10, it just gets stuck up here. Yeah, it's stuck again. You can't smooth over lift hills, brakes and trims. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying that we can't do that. I don't really know why. I'm kind of hoping they change that too. Do we do a little bit of a foliage pass just to make this look a bit nicer? So the scenery brush, just in general, is amazing. I absolutely love it. It's been incredibly helpful to just make a whole ride area like instantly more immersive. Oh, look at that. You can just scatter a load of trees around, and then it makes it feel like a lot more dense inside too, which is cool. And there might actually, can you build like a valley up? Get the terrain and bring it up a little bit. Maybe make the brush a little bit bigger. There you go, and you can kind of build some sort of bund that goes around it. Mainly just building like a sort of a stage that some of the trees can go on. Make the area feel a bit more enclosed. There's a lot of activity going on the Discord server today, wow. I've been keeping an eye on the chat on one of my other monitors. It's been really nice seeing loads of new people in the Discord. If you haven't joined already, please do. It's a very active server through lots of amazing creators, and I will be adding a couple of features soon as well, which should help you all make friends and be able to like create together as well. So keep an eye out for that over the next couple of days. It's something I am working on with the mods, so it should be really cool. All the new collab features that are in this game, it's going to be really nice to be able to like build with your friends and everything. There'll be a lot more opportunities in this game for collaboration and stuff, which there will be quite a few more collaborations and things on the channel soon, so definitely keep an eye out for those. I'm looking to work with a lot more creators and stuff, and especially for competitions that are going to be in the future as well. Like, it's going to be so much easier now with us all on the same platform to do all these competitions and stuff. It'll be really nice to just, like I said, with it all being in the same place, it'll be so easy to plan out stuff and competitions and other events as well. Having it all in the same place with this cross-platform workshop will be so good. But yeah, I think I'm going to leave this stream about here. We've nearly been going for about an hour. My throat's getting a little bit sore, I don't know if you can tell, I keep having a drink. Hopefully not coming down with yet another cold or a flu or whatever I had last time that wiped me out for like a week. I'll try and answer a couple more questions before I go. There's a lot of people still in the chat. Thank you so much for all coming. It was amazing. Can you build a tilt coaster? I will definitely be building one soon, if not in a video in a park series, so look out for that. Have you ever been to Fantasy Island? No, I haven't. I'd love to get to all the different parks in the UK someday. Especially Polton's as well. I really want to get there next year. I've never been. I personally love watching the coaster builds. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy stuff like this. I'll definitely be doing a lot more of it in the future. And the live streams are quite fun as well. The last couple of live streams have been like very chaotic, so this one I just wanted to be nice and chill. So I'm glad that you still all enjoyed it as well. There's a lot of people. What's the minimum GPU for this game? I don't know. I think the minimum specs for it should be on the Steam Workshop, hopefully. Thoughts on Thought Park's announcements today, the new plaza area and the hotel. I really hope they get that hotel because they need one. The shark cabins, they're not a hotel. They're not great. I've only stayed in them once and I have to say I don't think I'd stay in them again. They're not fun. But I really hope that they do get that hotel because they definitely need it. And the main plaza area looks really nice as well. I think, like, in terms of the park, that's the only area that like lacks any nice sort of presentation. So yeah, I do hope that they get planning permission for that. They're really nice. We'll have a quick look at the coaster and some cinematics. Thanks for the stream. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm only just got here. Are we ending? Yes, we're ending soon, unfortunately. But the stream will be uploaded as a video right after this, so you can watch it back if you want to. Can you make Icon from Blackpool Pleasure Beach in the future? Like I said earlier, I don't really do recreations, but I'm sure there'll be someone that'll definitely make it in this game. But I do love Icon as well. Icon's a great ride. There's some really nicely profiled versions on here. It took a while, but we got there. What is the best planet to coaster? What? You mean the best coaster in the game? I don't know. There's a lot of coasters in the game. I think the Outermax Multiverse coasters are definitely going to be the most popular. There's some really nice profiling on this. Turn off motion blur and depth of field, says Antonio. I agree. I don't like either of those. I'm very glad I turned them both off. Don't leave us. I'm sorry. I've had a long day. I need rest in bed. Especially if I want to get this park series started too. We'll go for a quick ride, probably in track view, which is there. We'll go for 1 or 2 rides. My screen is very blurry for some reason. Yeah, it'll be the motion blur and the depth of field. I'd definitely recommend turning those off. They're in the settings under the display tab, I think. It was really fun. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. It's been really nice making this coaster. I think this is probably one of the best coasters I've made on a stream so far. Because normally I just get carried away with like different aspects of the like streaming. So it's a lot more stressful than making a YouTube video. Oh, this is nice and smooth now, isn't it? Much better in track view. Wow, okay. It might be a little bit fast. The second we hit that trim, it'll be okay. The trim on Hyperion on Sunday was hitting very hard. I can't remember whether I mentioned it in my vlog or not, but yeah, that trim on that ride is very strong. If you're only just getting here as well, I do have an Alton Towers Scarefest vlog coming out this week, and that will shortly be followed by my first ever visit to my first ever visit to Thorpe Park Fright Nights as well. I'd never been before, so doing all their mazes for the first time and night rides for the first time too. We'll do one more POV. We'll do one more POV and then I will get off. What kind of POV shall we do? We've done front bumper, look forward, chase. We'll see what chase is like. I don't know, is this the one that locks it? Yeah, it's the horizon lock, isn't it? We'll see what it's like. Antonio says, wee! Yeah, that's exactly how the coasters work. I hate how some pieces of track look so blocky and they just don't smooth at all. I think that is because of the track limits. I'm hoping that just change soon where we can fully disable the track limits, almost like the no limits mod style. That would be quite nice. How can I change the mouse buttons? The game doesn't let me. Oh wow, okay, the camera does not know how to deal with that. Yeah, I've heard a couple of people saying that there are certain controls that we can't change, so I don't know whether that will be changed soon, I hope so. What do we think about a no limits mod or a camera smoothing mod? Currently I don't think we need a camera smoothing mod, like, I don't think we'll ever need one. Just look at it, it's really smooth already. As for a no limits thing, I'm expecting them to just add most of the features from that in anyway, just like they did with the smoothing tool from the ASE mod. So I'm hoping that like Frontier will kind of realise that people are wanting to put mods on the game and they just think, oh, we'll just incorporate these features into the game anyway. We'll do one more POV in cinematic and then I will end this stream. Also, have just got here, never played the game before. Would you recommend it on PS5 or PC? I mean, I prefer the game on PC purely just because I'm now used to the keyboard and mouse. Obviously, I played on console before and I found it quite hard transitioning with the different controls, but I prefer it on PC if you're creating content because everything's in the same place. So, like, I can just record using OBS like I am now to upload the stream. And then like it's saved on the PC and I can just edit it on the PC. It's just a lot easier than doing it on console and like editing it in different places and stuff. Will Planko work on a 16GB computer? I assume you mean RAM, but that's the same amount of RAM I've got. Carrot Coaster 2, I'll make it happen at some point. Is there a way you can make the heat maps tab disappear? Not currently. I would like it if you make it disappear when you press tab to get rid of the UI. But yeah, I'm going to end this stream now. This has been really fun. The stream's already at 2,500 views, which is mad. So that's really fun. Like I said, this will be a video after the stream. Thank you so much everyone who's come to the stream again. I'm really enjoying these streams, even the more chill ones like tonight's. It's been really fun. Oh, my voice is getting really, really bad now. What's your editing software? I use Premiere Pro. I've never used DaVinci Resolve, so I don't really know what it's like. I'm assuming it's probably about the same thing. Antonio says carrot, I agree. But yeah, I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you so much for joining everyone. I'll hopefully do a stream at some point next week or the week after or just soon in general. As the streams are always fun, and it's nice to see that you're all liking them all as well. Yeah, thank you so much. If you're not in the Discord server already, I highly recommend joining. I've just glanced over now, and the Planet Coaster 2 chat has had about 50 messages since I've started streaming of loads of different images that people captured from their gameplay and stuff, which has been awesome. So yeah, definitely join that if you're not a member already. Like I said, mini park series coming soon, like my mini Vikings series, and then the other 2 park series should hopefully be started by the end of the year. So lots of exciting content coming soon. If you've got any video suggestions, don't hesitate to comment them below, because I always reply to every comment. Even though I have a lot to get through, I will get through them all. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. It's been amazing to have you all here again. I hope you've enjoyed the stream, and I will see you next time.